is News Done Differently. Thank you for watching. It is 3:46 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the 19th day of March, the year 2020. We have some breaking information coming out of Russia, possibly troubling information, but at least we need to be aware. Here's what's happening. We've got some open source intelligence from inside Russia. Putin a depressed Vladimir Putin is set to hold a nuclear evacuation drill, quote unquote, with the Kremlin's doomsday plane after moving his family to a secret underground city in Siberia, insider accounts claim. And this comes from the Daily Mail, a British newspaper. The source said that Putin shocked his top generals recently by demanding nuclear drill be undertaken, increasing fears he is preparing for a nuclear conflict. I got this information about 40 minutes ago, and I delayed coming on live because I wanted to check on a couple of other places to see if this was a possibility. It is indeed, seems to be very real. Again, this is a drill, a nuclear evacuation drill. This does not mean that we are going to war. It does not mean Putin is going to launch a nuclear attack. It does not mean he's going to use a nuclear device. It's simply stating that they are doing a drill. It is also stating that the top generals were shocked by the fact that the drill be undertaken. And here is the doomsday plane in the description. Here's a picture of it. We've been monitoring an awful lot of traffic over the past 48 hours. Private planes leaving Moscow for various locations, and including Turkey and Israel. And we've seen the foreign minister of Russia. And for those that don't know, there's all kinds of software you can use to track all kinds of planes. You can track ships. You can track just about anything. So there are a lot of people watching this. Not only us in open source intelligence, United States intelligence is watching this. Everybody's got an eye on this upcoming drill. And the reason for this live is to make you aware of that there is a drill that is supposed to happen in Russia. It is a nuclear evacuation drill using the doomsday plane. The report says his family's moved to a secret underground city. We still believe his family is safe in Switzerland. And we're going to be keeping an eye on all of this. And if anything should develop, we will come back and update. This comes out of Russia as well. This is showing, this is setting up the false flag operation to potentially justify the use of weapons of mass destruction. Again, we're not saying this is going to happen. All right. We're just telling you ahead of time what is going on. And if you hear reports, you will know ahead of time. I've already translated this out. Ukrainian neo-Nazis are preparing provocations with the use of chemical substances to accuse Russia, the Russian Minister of Defense says, and this comes from the Russian Minister of Defense's account. And it shows Ukrainians with protective masks, and they're trying to say they're loading up chemical weapons to be dispersed here, and they're trying to show that that's what they're doing. This is again coming from Russia, preparing Russian people for what could be coming. And if you watched last night's episode, we played a speech on that Putin gave, and that it was cut off from the rest of the only people that heard the entire speech were those that were inside the stadium. Everything else was cut off in the broadcast to the rest of the public. And you heard boos and you heard whistles. He was talking about purging the nation of Russia, basically killing their own people. And while we are on here, I'm going to go ahead and I wasn't intending to do this, but I'm going to go ahead and play his speech from 2 days ago. We talked about yesterday's speech, and I had the speech the day before, but it wasn't translated yet. And India looking into a ruble exchange scheme to beat sanctions on Russia. A sign cutting Moscow out of the dollar may drive its partners into other currencies. So that's something to keep an eye on moving forward, depending on how we get through today. And just to give you an idea of Putin's state of mind as well, tying into all of this rather breaking information, he's fearing poisoning. Putin reportedly replaced 1,000 of his personal staff. Now, how big of a personal staff does one have that 1,000 is not their entire personal staff? Just something to think about. Another video of Russian citizens fighting over sugar, while eggs are readily available. Here we are. Again, we got breaking information. The Russian government
живет даже не в географическом смысле этого слова.
The Russian government is planning on a nuclear test emergency drill. It was troubling to the generals in the Kremlin that Putin decided to go ahead with this. Supposedly, he's moved his family to safety to a secret underground city in Siberia. That is indeed possible. We have intelligence that she was, her and the children were in Switzerland. So this has the closed captioning, so you can hear this. This was from 2 days ago. Then yesterday, the speech in front of 90,000 people that were bussed in, and that showed close-up clips of people that weren't actually there, that were happy about seeing something the previous year. And here's his comments from 2 days ago.
Да, безусловно. Они будут пытаться делать ставку на так называемую пятую колонну, на национал-предателей, на тех, кто зарабатывает деньги здесь, у нас.
Let's see if we can try that one more time.
Делать ставку на так называемую пятую колонну, на национал-предателей, на тех, кто зарабатывает деньги здесь, у нас, а живет там. И живет даже не в географическом смысле этого слова, а по своим мыслям, по своему рабскому сознанию. Я совсем не осуждаю тех, у кого вилла в Майами или на французской ривьере, кто не может обойтись без фуагра, устриц или так называемых гендерных свобод. Но проблема абсолютно не в этом, а, повторю, в том, что многие из таких людей по своей сути ментально находятся именно там, а не здесь, не с нашим народом, не с Россией. Это и есть, по их мнению, признак принадлежности к высшей касте, к высшей расе. Подобные люди готовы и мать родную продать, только бы им разрешили сидеть в прихожей у этой самой высшей касты. И они хотят быть похожими на нее, всячески подражая ей. Но они забывают или не понимают вообще, что этой так называемой высшей касте они, если и нужны, то как расходный материал, чтобы использовать их для нанесения максимального ущерба нашему народу. Коллективный Запад пытается расколоть наше общество, спекулируя на боевых потерях, на социально-экономических последствиях санкций.
Accuse others of that which you are doing. The West is trying to divide his country. What he is and has been trying to do is divide the United States. The QAnon, it comes from Russia. It's all about dividing the United States. Remember the rules of propaganda. Accuse your enemy of that which you are doing.
Провоцировать гражданское противостояние в России и, используя свою пятую колонну, стремиться к достижению своей цели. А цель одна, я уже говорил об этом – разрушение России. Но любой народ, а тем более российский народ, всегда сможет отличить истинных патриотов от подонков и предателей и просто...
Back this up just a moment. Is this not what you teach is distinguish true patriots from scum and traitors? Is that not the epitome of the QAnon movement? You ask somebody in the QAnon movement, what's it about? Well, I'm a patriot. I love America, and you all your comics, you all your socialists, you all your Canadians. That's the word they used when they were talking about black people, so that those outside the QAnon world wouldn't know they were racist.
Отличить истинных патриотов от подонков и предателей и просто выплюнет их, как случайно залетевшую в рот мушку, выплюнет на панель. Убежден, такое естественное и необходимое самоочищение общества только...
A natural and self-selected purification of his country is what he's telling his people is going to happen. I'm convinced that such a natural and necessary self-purification of society. This is exactly Q. This is exactly Q. Those, just because I'm the only one saying it doesn't mean it's not true. All right. You get the idea. So we have breaking information coming out of Russia that there will be, we anticipate within the next few hours, a test of their doomsday scenario. This does not indicate that there will be any kind of weapons of mass destruction utilized. It's just the information we have. It is time that everyone is aware that there's a possibility that that there may be activity, and it's always best to be aware. So that's why we're sharing this with you. Once again, a depressed Vladimir Putin is set to hold a nuclear evacuation drill with the Kremlin's doomsday plane after moving his family to a secret underground city in Siberia. Insider accounts claims, and that's according to the Daily Mail. The source also said that Putin shocked his top generals recently by demanding the nuclear drill be undertaken, increasing fears he is preparing for nuclear conflict. Now, again, we're not the only ones that have this information. We're the only ones that have it and are sharing it with you so that you are aware of it. The governments are all fully aware. I assume they're fully aware of all this going on. Everybody's monitoring it. And if things develop, we will be back on and talk to you about it. Otherwise, we're going to be talking a little bit about Anonymous coming up tonight on our News Done Differently. And let you read it one more time. Depressed Vladimir Putin set to hold a nuclear evacuation drill with the Kremlin's doomsday plane after moving his family to a, quote, secret underground city in Siberia. I wouldn't be surprised. We have several secret underground cities here in America prepared for the elite in America. And that's, if you're not one of the elite, maybe you're anonymous. We'll talk about that coming up tonight at 10 o'clock live with News Done Differently. Thank you for watching this update. And it's a dark world. Try to be a light. Be informed. Don't panic. Just know that we're watching. And if something happens, we will let you know. And hopefully this is just a drill. I love you all. Until tonight at 10 p.m., hopefully. Again, we will get back on here and we will be monitoring anything and everything. And hopefully nothing to report. That is our prayer and our hope. And that is how we close out this special edition. See you tonight at 10 p.m.